Right, for Yabby Dam Farms, wrapped to be catching up with Mr. Pat Driscoll from Yabby Dam Farms. Firstly, Pat, welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Paul, and it's good to be on your program. Thank you.
You're selling 6 horses in the the Thursday, the 26th of June, weanling sales. Going to be fast approaching at NZB, and great to see the photos the girls have already put up. They've all arrived safely, so that's one box ticked, and I'm sure you're very relieved to have them over there in New Zealand.
Yeah, the guys have done led by Stacey Barker. They've done a great job educating the yearlings, and her and Georgina Lowry are across there at the moment, sort of looking after them. So yeah, we're very happy with how they've gone so far.
And we want to make sure that people in New Zealand, they'll be there for inspection, like a lot of the other weanlings. But give the girls a call. You can get hold of Georgie's number on the website. There you can contact her if you want to go out there and have a look at them, pretty much at Karaka. But just give them a day or two because they have had a big flight and that. But make sure you take the time to go there and have a look at them. Otherwise, they'll be like all the other inspections, ready for inspection early next week.
Yeah, no, they're basically available now. So, yep. So the guys said they travelled over very well. So thank you to NZB Air Freight. So they've done a great job.
Rightio, we'll go through these horses. We don't want to hold people for too long, but six weanlings. We'll start off with lot number 1083. This is the Equerry Deep. Before we go on to that, Pat, I was just reading the Harasser Trotters booklet here, and one thing I want to make sure people are aware there with the for the New Zealanders, very natural trotter who trotted 149.2, earning close to $2 million from the Arndon sire line, the same as legendary Sundon. That's got to excite a lot of Kiwis, doesn't it?
I would have thought, and that was one of the things that interests me about his pedigree. I mean, besides the fact that the legendary Mr. Dwyer bred the horse, and he's been very successful, in breeding stallions. It had, Pine Chip in, it had Muscles Yankee, and it's got Cocktail Jet and Love You. So I thought it was a wonderful mix to potentially be a very good sire down under.
Yeah, and a great horse, and ticked one other box I saw there, 1 at 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, continued racing right through, which is what people want, longevity in horses. The first one we are going to show, this is out of Riviera Queen. This is one of 2 fillies that you'll be offering up in this sale.
Yeah, she's an outstanding filly from an outstanding family. This family is on fire in Europe. Riviera Queen was placed, but she's out of 1 star LB, which is a half to Call Me the Breeze, and also a half to Gina Stravlici, if I'm pronouncing that right. So he was 8 from 8 going into the Elite Lot weekend. He ran second, beaten after a very, very tough run, has since come out and won a Group 1. So he's 8 out of 9, and he looks to be something very, very special. So it's a wonderful family and a wonderful opportunity to get into this family. I know that if this horse was offered in Europe, it'd be in pretty good demand.
Yep, and also Cormier. For a lot of the guys on the North Island, they'd be watching her race for Bernie and Michelle right at the minute and doing a great job for you. I think ran 2nd or 3rd just recently, either the last week or the weekend before that.
Yeah, the mare's been quite good, and from memory, I think Nathan Jack and clients purchased the Classic Connection out of 1 star LB, and they're wrapped, and I think she'll be at the races very soon, and I think they think she'll have a very bright future.
We will touch on Classic 2 in a minute, but since you've been gone, there's been doing some great things as well. So 1084 is the next one. This is another of the Equerry Ds. This is out of Unbellalure, champion trotting mare herself, won the Victorian the Victorian Oaks and Derby. She was sensational winning the Derby, and this is a magic opportunity. First foal out of not the first foal out of this family, but a great opportunity for the Kiwis to get a horse that's just a brilliant family.
Yeah, correct. We're fortunate to secure Glenferrie Unixa, who's done a wonderful, wonderful job and continues to do. Unbellalure, as you said, a multiple, Group 1 winner. This is her 3rd foal. She's had a Father Patrick and a Muscle Mass, and I know that the 2nd foal, Jack's Brack, it's had a couple of more wins than what's on the page. So she's 2 from 2, and yeah, I really like this mating again to Equity D, and I think it'll just enhance the family.
Yeah, very important updates. I'll just play that video again one more time there, though. But as you said, Jack Spratt's only had the 2 starts this time back for the Bronsons, and he's been sensational in both those wins. He's a big horse. He comes from 3-back defence, I think it was, at Geelong. So not really typical for his racing pattern, but he's got a good future and in good hands that he'll get better and better. And the Kiwis will know. But also with Glenferrie Unixa, there's an important update there as well with Hilltop Hugh, a horse that you did breed as well and sold at the sales by What the Hill, winning on debut for Chris Lang at Ballarat as well, just in the last week. So very, very current family as well, and a pretty exciting family to have.
Yeah, and Glenferrie Unix's, I think, 4 from 4. And we have another classic connection out of her with Blake Fitzpatrick. And I think you'll see a very nice horse when she makes her debut in the next few months.
1085. This will be on a lot of people's radars. This is incredibly well bred. We saw what the FaceTime Bourbons did just recently while you were over there in Sweden, Pat, out of Vacation Hill, a Muscle Hill mare. This is a massive opportunity here for people to purchase a really well-bred youngster.
Yeah, that's correct, Paul. There's no other way to pull it. FaceTime dominated the Elite Lot meetings on the weekend. We were up there. He had lots of winners. His horses ran really well out of a wonderful Muscle Hill mare in Vacation Hill. So this is one of the crosses with FaceTime that are doing very well. And it's just a wonderful opportunity to, secure a colt that, not only could be a good racer, but on breeding could be a very good start opportunity, because people are now looking for the FaceTime colts because FaceTime himself is hard to get. He's expensive. So people are looking for, good FaceTime colts to breed from in the future as well.
Yeah, and it could be a potential pinhooker too for someone to represent, at any of the sales in the next year if they wanted to as well. There's a few opportunities. That's the beauty of these weanling sales. There is those opportunities for people to be able to do a few things, but it's bloodlines we can't get down here in Australasia. Like, it's just impossible to get them.
Yeah, we're very fortunate to get a limited amount of FaceTime bourbon. And we'll be, offering a few at the sales, but it's very, very limited. So, we just thought it'd be a good opportunity to showcase our weanlings, and so we wanted to put a star attraction in, and he definitely is that.
I've got to go 1087 is the next one. This is another of the Equerry Ds. This is another of the colts out of the Sundon mare, a bit of magic. And I think there's a couple of updates here as well. I think Aldebaran Miley's been running a couple of placings as well since, doing a great job for this family there on the second dam.
Yeah, I think this will be a very good mating, 4x3 to Arndon. A bit of magic was a late starter, but she was a very good mare. She won, I think, her first 4 or 5. And she's obviously out of a Sundon mare out of Mason Magic, which has done really well, which is by Cadabra, out of Something About Mary, which is by Pine Chip. So from a breeding perspective, you can't ask for much more. And I think, you put that mare to Equity D, and I think you'll get a very, very nice runner.
It's actually interesting. 2 things I want to point out. Glenn walking the horse there is quite a tall man. This horse walks alongside of him. So he is well grown. People will be impressed when they actually get to see him. But Pat, you were saying there before about Equity D, bred along those same lines as Arndon and Sundon. You can clearly see it here with the double cross. And that's where this is quite a unique one, isn't it? A bit of magic being by Sundon, and then you have that Pine Chip Arndon cross there with Equity D. That's exciting in itself as well when you look at it there on the pedigree page, isn't it?
Yeah, and it represents a lot of speed, which, a lot of people like. It's you've got to have that turn of foot these days to have a good horse. So, I believe that, a mating like this should produce that. So, he's a very nice colt.
The next is the first of the EL Titans to be offered up for you. This is out of Cha Cha Cha, of course, like Cucaracha's family, but EL Titan himself has just done a magic job in America. As well, he's a proven sire. He's not a he's a first season sire down here for a lot of Australian and New Zealanders, but he is not a first season sire. Doing an awesome job off limited numbers. And then you got Cha 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 out of a brilliant family.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this horse. He just glides over the ground. Cha 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 is obviously a Quaker Jet, the last foal out of the unbelievable mare in La Cucaracha. Yeah, and as you said, EL Titan has been doing a wonderful job in New York for a while. And I was in Toronto recently and visited Tara Hills, and I didn't realise EL Titan stood at Tara Hills for a season or two, and they were saying they wish they still had him. So, we're very fortunate to have him. And, if you get a chance, have a look at this colt. He just glides over the ground. So, I think he'll potentially make an exceptional yearling / racehorse, and one that I was very keen to put in to, showcase what the farm's doing.
Yeah, and it's out of that family, like Cucaracha family, that does sell itself. But I think a lot of the New Zealanders need to probably do a little bit of homework on it, because it is not just locomotive, and that there is just winners that continue. There is not all the winners on that page. That's how good this family is. It's just an amazing producing family. Just out of the booklet that was produced at the start of this year, these are EL Titan stats at the start of the year. So these will be outdated now, but 56% winners to foals, 40 $100,000 plus earners, and 27 in 155 or better. He's no nothing stallion. He's a stallion that people need to sit up and have a look at. Muscle Hill, we know what they do here. He ticks so many boxes, Titan.
Yeah, and the family is just unbelievable. The maternal family of EL Titan. So we're very much looking forward for what they'll do down the track.
And the last of yours is like 1089. Again, a huge opportunity for people to get a beautifully bred filly by Tactical Landing out of Eternity. This is another great family, Pat.
Yeah, you don't get too many opportunities to get a foal out of a ready cash daughter, and with Eternity, she's also a half to use to me. Both being out of North Lane, which is by Cocktail Jet. Just a wonderful family, and to be truthful, I denied whether this should stay in the breeding band or do we put it out there. And as you know, when you breed a number of them, you can't keep them all. But I denied for a long time. So and Tactical Landing, is doing a great job throughout the world. So race or breed, I think this filly will appeal to a lot of people.
Yep, and I will say one thing too with people watching those videos just then, you can go to nzb.co.nz to watch all those videos and look at the photos. It was a shocking day. Geez, they were well presented, those horses, and well behaved. It was, the staff didn't show how much they were shivering. It was a pretty trying day for us to get those videos done, but the babies performed so well. Yeah,
they've been very well educated, so people can purchase them knowing that, they have actually been very well educated. And obviously to jump on a plane, go to Auckland, et cetera, they sort of had to be. But the guys delivered in spades in relation to, getting that job done.
A little bit other news, Pat, with Yabby Dam Farms. We'll touch on the retirement, I suppose, of champion mare I'm Ready Jet. I'm sure it's probably a little bit of a bittersweet. You are a breeder, so she'll join your breeding band now, but she's just been a champion mare herself, been so good for you. I was surprised she'd had 85 starts. The durability of her for a start was outstanding, wasn't it?
Yeah, and the a really good conformed mare. Hardly saw a vet during a whole life as a racehorse, and raced at the top grade from 2 all the way through to when she retired. So, and it's not always that easy, because a lot of the times when she was starting, she's a 120 mark horse. So even out against the open class of horses, she was often on the back row on the outside. Which is not easy for them, but she performed wonderfully well each year was racing. So, hats off to Anton and to Andy, the way they prepared her and what the staff did. But she's been a wonderful mare for the farm, and we're looking forward to her breeding to her. We're just got to work out what's the best mating. So that'll be exciting and interesting.
A nice problem to have. I think she won 29 races, 8 Group 1s from 2 right through to, I think she won a Group 1 this year as well. Did she win one this year? Yeah, so I mean...
You did. I thought it was last year, but I could be wrong.
Yeah. Anyway, it was towards the end of last year or the start of this year, but just a champion mare. And as you said, for so long raced at the highest grade, so she couldn't have done any more. And just a one that I know, a horse you and I both got a soft spot for. I've been lucky enough to go to Queensland a couple of times and see him up there when he was standing up there. But Classic Connection, you must be wrapped. He's hit the ground running, and 2 winners in 2 days there a week ago. One with the Fitzpatricks, which you've got a great affiliation with, and Tyrone Abella as well, and Charles Gauchi. I'm sure you're rapt to see both those horses win for Classic.
Yeah, exactly. The 2 starters, 2 winners, and they both look as though they'll go on with the job. So that's quite exciting. And as you said, we use Tyrone quite a bit. Love his facilities there at Evolution Lodge. So thank you for having our horses, and obviously we've had a long association with Blake, Lisa, and now Sarah.
Yeah. And she was super, that filly, wasn't she? When she let down, and I think I said it was her first start. She'd had 4 starts, but she really learnt what the caper was about, and she's got a bit of a future with that spring turn of foot that she's got. So yeah, it was terrific. She has. And just on the classics, there's 3 or 4 about to make their appearances, and I think people will be quite impressed, and that's off limited numbers, and I expect them to be better and better over time. So we're really excited what Classic's doing currently. And just on that, the Honour Streaks, we've broken in a few of those, and the reports are, the trainers couldn't be happier. So we introduced Volstead to Down Under, and I think we might have struck again with Classic Connection. And, hopefully the way Honour Streak's going, who knows, we could be 3 from 3 if it all works out. Yep, I think it's very, very exciting, and they can continue to come through. Pat, thank you. I do really appreciate it. You're a busy man, and I do appreciate you giving me a bit of time. Good luck next Thursday. I'll be over there. People can get in touch. People can email you. It's probably the best way to get you with the time difference if they want to know anything about these weanlings.
Yeah, email or text. But Stacey and Georgie, they do a great job. So, they're the first point. But I'm also more than happy to answer any, text calls or emails, obviously.
Yep. And for any of the Australians wanting to know, I'll be across there. If you want to see the horses with the phones, we can do a phone fly around for them when they see them over there and things like that. So don't be scared to get in touch. As I said, the sale is for nzbstandardbred.co.nz, June 26, which is next Thursday, 2:30 in the afternoon it starts. You can go to nzbstandardbred.co.nz to watch the sale. Get in touch with the team there to register for your bids if you're an Australian. And for the New Zealanders, get out there and give yourself a bit of time to see these 6 high-quality lots that'll go under the hammer towards the end of that day. So, Pat, thank you very much for joining me. And, for more information, get in touch with the team at Yabby Dam Farms. So thank you, Pat.
Thank you very much, Paul. Cheers.